This program is proudly brought to you by Sprite. It happens, stay cool. Telecom Limited and PNG Motors.
Good night again, and thanks for joining me once again on this episode of Sports Scene. Always a pleasure to have your company every Thursday night. Well, I guess some of you had a busy weekend with families, while others were too busy capturing images and videos with NRL players who were in the capital city last weekend. It was massive, with local fans erupting with excitement over the Kangaroos being in PNG, with hundreds of spectators causing chaos at the NFS following the PNG and Australia PM13 clash. We'll be previewing some highlights of this event shortly, so do stick with us in this episode of Sports Scene. But before we get there, here is a rundown on what we have on the show tonight. As alluded to, we have highlights of the PM13 game, the National Netball Championship at Rita Flynn Netball Courts, and of course the PNG Barramundis cricket team who arrived from Malaysia with the T20 title. So those are what will be featuring on the show tonight. Looking at some recaps on international sports, Australia has been left in a shock after their rugby team suffered their worst ever defeat in a World Cup match and looks set to leave the tournament at the pool stage for the very first time. You know, the Wallabies, twice world champions, lost 40 points to 6 in what was Australia's worst ever loss to Wales. The team, who have already lost to Fiji, have one group match left against Portugal, and they will need to win this match and hope other scores go their way to stand any chances of advancing to the knockouts next weekend. The Melbourne Storms and New Zealand Warriors have exited the 2023 NRL Telstra Premiership final dance. Storms lost to the Panthers and Warriors went down to the Brisbane Broncos in a huge score margin. The local sports Gero Magpies are through to the Port Moresby AFL preliminary finals. Congratulations to them after they defeated Lamana TST Dockers in a nail-biting encounter. The Magpies are the dark horse for this season, and it definitely looks like they will make the finals come next week. Ekari United continued their undefeated campaign to beat Port Moresby Strikers 2-1 in the National Premier League Round 13 clash. Yeah, those are some brief sporting highlights which we were able to capture over the weekend. We'll now take a look at the weekend scoreline, starting with recaps of the NRL preliminary final results. On Friday night, you saw, or we all witnessed, the Penrith Panthers defeating the Melbourne Storms 38 points to 4. Then the Broncos on Saturday whooping the New Zealand Warriors with a 42 points to 12 scoreline. To Rugby Union World Cup results, Italy 38 over Uruguay on 17. Rugby World Cup host nation France causing the biggest score of the World Cup with a 96 points, defeating Namibia on 0. Argentina there 19, defeating Samoa on 10. Georgia 18 and Portugal 18. The match saw a draw with both teams finishing off 18 all. England registering the second highest score of the week with a 71 whooping over Chile on 0, and Highland causing the biggest upset of the week when they defeated the defending champions South Africa on 13 points to 8. Scotland 45 over the Tonga on 17, and Wales there causing another upset, defeating the Australian Wallabies on 14 points to 6. To the National Premier League Round 13, Results, Lake City FC and Gulf Komara, both teams ending the match with 0-0. Ekari United won over the Port Moresby Strikers on 0. Wowens 2 defeated Highlands United on 1, and Lay Dwellers 2 also defeating the Medane FC on 0. To the Port Moresby AFL Reserve Grand Final results in the major semi-finals, Kokofa 20, Gordon's Kokofa 20 defeating Uni Tigers on 17, and to the minor semi-finals, Dockers, TST Lamana Dockers 22 over West Eagles on 20. To the senior grades results, major semi-finals, Gerica Bombers have booked their first grand final premiership after defeating Gordon's Kokofas 27 points to 26. In the minor semi-finals, Gero Magpies 37 defeating TSD Lamana Dockers on 26. And that was the recap of the weekend scoreline for what took place over the weekend. We'll take a short break now, and when we return, we will see highlights of the Prime Minister's statine clash between PNG and Australia. That's coming up straight after this break, so don't go away. Welcome back to Sports Scene. In this segment, we featured the Prime Minister's statine clash between PNG and Australia. The Australian PM statine side, they had to dig deep in their playbook to pull off a 30 points to 18 win after a gutsy performance against the PNG side at the NFS in Port Moresby on Saturday. Defensively, the Justin Holbrook PNG mentored side came out firing with the backing of the full capacity crowd, which saw the visitors being contained in the opening minutes of the first stanza. We'll take a look at these highlights, but before we do that, we had the opportunity to have a chat with few NRL players during the League Beyond Live School Clinic a day before the PM statine clash fixtures. So let's take a look and see how this went about. All right, we have here Big Tinoy from the Gold Coast Titans, the skipper of Gold Coast Titans. Tino, welcome to Sports Scene, and how are you doing?
Yeah, no, going good. I'm happy I'm here in PNG. It's my first time and I'm loving it, and it's good to see all the kids get around and kick the football around, and there's a lot of talent here, so it's been good and I'm loving it here.
The reception yesterday, you're welcome. How do you feel about that?
It was amazing. It put a smile on my face, and it just lit up my day, and it's good to see how passionate they are and how much they love rugby league, and it was so good to see, and it was a good experience.
Have you ever received such a welcome back in Australia?
No, never. So it's like I said, it's a good feeling, put a smile on my face, and I love PNG, and I'm so good that I get to be here, and I'm so grateful.
All right, we have the upcoming Tri-Series that is coming up. Will you be using this platform to improve on some of the areas that you lack?
Yes, 100%. It's a bit of a trial game for us to hopefully make the Aussie team, and we're definitely going to use this as a platform where we can work on our positives and work on our negatives too. So.
All right, we have, as you saw yesterday, we have quite a number of good fans that are up here in PNG. We have a lot of young kids that are coming up the ranks that are aspiring to play in the NRL one day. What would be your encouragement to those kids?
Just have fun. Work really hard if you really want it, and work on the little things that you need to work on in your game, and just enjoy the game of rugby league. And that's why I play football, and that's why I think every kid should play football.
Here at the Santos National Football Stadium, the Kumu is lost. Comes back to Leibar, the crossfield kick. Oh, this could be a try. Wow. Right. Comes out of the tunnel. Comes back towards the open side. They've got some space to move here. They're racing away. Angled back and field. Very easy try. And the Australians finally on the board. Oh! There you go. Oh! Junior Rock. Another tester for the PNG defense. Dealing inside ball. And this time finally plays it back. Rimbo inside ball. Oh yeah! It's a try! It is a try! So here they got the short side play. Ben Hahn that looks forward. But anyway, what's the option now? Oh! Crash ball! To the air. Here's the contest. And Nico Hines. Rimbo little cover through. Oh yeah! Seconds remaining. DC, here's a foot race. Who wants it? Oh my goodness.
And there you have it. That was the PM Stat Inside. We also had the PNG Orchids as well as the Gillaroos, and of course our very own Junior Kumuls. As you saw, the kids had a wonderful time with players taking photos as well as cheering some of the favorite NRL players. Unfortunately, we were only able to speak to Big Tinoy, Tinoy Fasua Malawi, the captain of the Gold Coast Titans, who is also part of the PM Stat Inside. We'll take a short break now. We will return with more right here on Sports Scene, so don't go away. You're watching Sports Scene. The 2023 National Netball Championship got underway this weekend at the Rita Flynn Outdoor Courts. The championship was officially launched by NCD Governor Honorable Paul Spakop on Monday with the tournament major sponsor Newcrest Mining Limited and Netball PNG representatives. Over 10 affiliated teams with 800 women and girls are taking part in the week-long event. We were able to visit the courts this week and captured some highlights and also did few interviews with provincial coaches. So let's head over to the Rita Flynn Netball Courts and check some netball actions are taking place.
I'm Masha Sire, Gulf Provincial Netball President. Yes.
How long have you been the president of the association?
This is almost going to be a year now. A year. By December should be 1 year in the Gulf Provincial as the Gulf Provincial Netball President. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much, Masha. Just tell us a bit about your participation. We understand that it's been some years back that Gulf has never participated in the National Netball Championship, and this is the first time after 13 years, I believe. And how does it feel about bringing the girls to participate in this tournament?
It's a joy, and it's exciting to bring them. Especially, we want to expose expose our players and our heights, because we know that PNGNF wants heights. We believe Gulf can give that. So we want to expose our girls and let them be identified into the development training. That is our golden aim. And most of them are from Kerema district. It's Taure, East Kerema, Central Kerema, and Eben itself.
How many teams did you brought in, and they are currently participating in the divisions as according to the schedule?
I have 2 open women, 1 under 21, 1 under 17, and 1 under 15. About 5 divisions that are participating currently.
All right, what do you aim to take out from this tournament?
I know it's the first time for them to come in and be exposed, and what I expect for them is to be exposed and feel how it is to play in a championships and be exposed. And I believe I am giving good heights to PNGNF so they can collect from there and develop them more into netball skilling. So that's what I want.
I'm here with the Vice President of Medan Netball Associations, Miss Solan Akwani. She's also the coach for the provincial side that is currently participating in the 2023 Netball Championship. So Solan, thanks for coming on board Sports Scene, and just give us a background and a brief on the team and your preparations coming up to participate in this tournament.
Thank you. As from the provincial level, from Omasi side, we, the Medan Netball Association, we have trained for about 2 to 3 months, 2 months, sorry. And we have taken up here with 4 teams. As far as we have under 15, under 17, under 21, and open women. At the moment, we have in under 15 and under 17 taking the court with under 21, and also we have our under 17 on their way today's flight.
Okay. The last time Medan participated in the national championship was in 2018. Just give a rough rundown on how did they perform at that last championship.
Yes, 2018 we got the same team, same divisions up, and we kind of come across so many challenges in terms of the levels of coaches training, but we have achieved about 3-4 players selected.
All right, just tell us a bit about the team itself. It's mostly made up or dominated by girls from the Medan vicinity or surrounding areas?
Yes. The selected teams were made out, players were made out from the Medan Urban, Boge District, and Medan District. In the remote areas in Boge District is one of the schools in Busip Primary Schools, and we have in Medan District, which is Bilbil and Goom area.
All right, coming into this tournament, what do you aim to take out from this tournament?
Yes, we need to improve in certain areas. We need to understand in terms of the understanding of the aging group. We need to focus mainly now. We have seen this level of the game in this involvement in terms of the next, when it comes to the next national PNGC. What we have failed, we have to improve on that. As you have seen, it is very hard for a province to come here for a distance like this. Yes, we find it difficult with no members contributing to what we have here. It is out from the players and the executives' pocket that we are here today. There was no support from the national provincial government. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Solange, for giving us an update and your preparation. And yeah, it was quite challenging bringing the team up here. As she mentioned, that there was no support given to support the team. And I hope that good members can take into consideration and support the future Medan team, not only netball, but other teams as well. There you have it. That was the president, Ms. Solange. We wish you all the best and go Team Medan.
Thank you.
And there you have it. That was the 2023 Netball Championship, currently being hosted by Motu Koitabu and of course the Port Moresby Netball Association. The tournament has 5 divisions ranging from the under 15, under 16, under 17, under 21, and of course the Open Women's. The juniors kicked off their games on Tuesday, and we had the senior women's kicking off their game today. The finals are expected tomorrow right here at Rita Flynn. So if you're a netball fan, do make your way down and support your provincial team. We'll take a short break now. We will return with more right here on Sports Scene. So don't go away. Welcome back, and you're watching Sports Scene. Before we take a look at the weekend previews, here's just a highlight of the Papua New Guinea cricket team, the Barramundis, that arrived on Tuesday this week from Malaysia after they were crowned champions of the Malaysia T20 International Tri-Nations Series. The Barras finished the tournament undefeated, winning all 4 of their fixtures. Consultant coach Tatanda Taibu commended the team, saying the experience was great with most of the players displaying quality cricket performance. Taibu also stated that every player performed really well with the intention to win every game they played, and they delivered, winning the series. The tournament was about giving the opportunity to everyone to stake their claim in the national team prior to the 2024 Cricket World Cup early next year. So, congratulations to Captain Asad Valad and your boys, and we're looking forward to another successful journey as you prepare for the upcoming World Cup. That's in 2024. And in the NRL Telstra Premiership 2023 Grand Final, the Penrith Panthers will take on the Brisbane Broncos. The match is scheduled for Sunday at the Arco Stadium in Sydney. This match will also see the Panthers look to become the first team in 4 decades to win 3 premierships in a row. While the Broncos are in a decider for the very first time since 2015, and they will be looking to end a 17th year title drought. To the Rugby Union World Cup, draws Uruguay will take on Namibia, Japan taking on Samoa, the New Zealand All Blacks will take on Italy, Argentina versus Chile, Fiji versus Georgia, Scotland versus Romania, and Australia will take on Portugal. This is a must-win encounter for the Aussie side in order to book a final spot. And of course, the defending premier South Africa will take on Tonga. The defending premier's World Cup campaign is also in jeopardy after an upset loss to Ireland, and they will need to win to keep their World Cup hopes alive. To the National Premier League, this will be the last NPL game. We'll see the Lake City FC taking on Medan FC at Sir Ignatius Kilagi Stadium. United Islands also taking on Port Moresby Strikers. That's also happening at the same venue in Lae. And the Gulf Comar will take on Marlborough Wowens at Sejongkai Stadium, while Ekari United take on Lake City Dwellers also at the Sejongkai Stadium to wrap up the final round of the NPL season 2023. To the Port Moresby AFL preliminary finals, in the reserve grade Uni Tigers will take on the TST Lamana Dockers. Winner of this match gets to meet Gordon Skokofa in the reserve grade grand final. And for the senior men's, Gero Magpies will take on Gordon Skokofa. Winner of this match will meet Gerica Bombers in the Port Moresby AFL grand final next weekend at the Coles Oval. And that was the weekend previews for what's coming up this weekend, especially the 2023 NRL Grand Final Premiership, which will be decided by the Brisbane Broncos taking on the Penrith Panthers at the Arco Stadium. I'm not a Broncos fan, but as a Queensland supporter, I will be tipping the Brisbane Broncos to beat the Panthers on Sunday. Also, there are reports that Ivan Cleary, the Penrith Panthers coach, will also be sticking to the same 17 that beat the Storms in last weekend's preliminary finals. And also the Brisbane Broncos will be doing the same, keeping the 17 men that did the job against the Storms and the Warriors last weekend. Unfortunately, this is where I get to go, but before I do that, as always, please, if there's any stories or sporting events that you would love us to come and cover, do contact us on the following details on the screen. You can call us on 312-9229 or email emtv.com or email sportsscene at emtv.com.pg, or you can visit us at Level 2 Garden City, Boroko, and we can assist you where we can. Also, in regards to the content of tonight's show, we'll be uploading all the content on our Sportsscene Facebook page. So if you missed out on the show, do visit the page and see the video of what you missed out on. Again, that's about it for tonight. On behalf of myself and the rest of my team, it was a pleasure having your company on the show, and we shall do this again, same time, same place, right here on your number one to watch, EMTV. Until then, it's good night and God bless you all.
This program was proudly brought to you by Sprite. It happens, stay cool. Telecom Limited and PNG Motors.